Hey guys, Matthew here. So today we did something a little special on stream. Something I'll probably be doing in the next few days as well, or for the coming days, depending on, well, one, if the items sell, and two, uh, which category of item I feel it's actually worth doing this on. But what we did is that we chaos spammed 10,000 chaos, or, well, that's not true. We didn't quite chaos spam 10,000 chaos, but we started with a budget of 10,000 chaos to afford the bases that we were going to chaos spam, and chaos spammed those bases until we were no longer able to afford the bases. So this is going to be a result. Basically, this video is going to show you the results of the 10,000 chaos that we spent in that one day, or in that one stream. Basically, how long it took, how much currency we expect to make, and all of that. So first thing you have to note is that in terms of exalts, right now an exalt is 158 chaos. Therefore, 10,000 chaos was a total of 63 exalts to get it all going. So I sold 60 exalts for chaos, and then we got on our way. Every time I had to slam with an exalt on a pair of boots that say was missing a suffix or something that had a chance of being worth a lot, I was buying the exalts for myself, which is why a lot of the chaos actually went here. I also bought bases that I had prior from myself as well, because as I said, the 10,000 chaos was for the bases. All the materials used, so like any annuls that I use, any exalt that I slammed, etc. And this is basically the result. We came out with 10 different pairs of boots, and the prices are anywhere from basically like 5-ish exalt to like 20 plus exalts. We already sold one pair for 6 exalts, as you can see. Otherwise, we got this pair here. I'll be going over them real quickly. So this one's got pretty shit movement speed, so I don't know if it's really going to sell or how fast it's going to sell, but it's got some pretty good res, as you can see, 90 res. It's got also the tailwind stat, so the fact that it has a little bit less movement speed might not be the worst. That being said, I don't expect this to sell for 9x. I think when I did the math, I expected these to sell at about 6 or 7. We have these. These are T1 movement speed with some hybrid life, some life, and just some resistances. We slammed the last suffix, which unfortunately hit regen. So it's not really a special pair of boots. It does have a decent bit of resistances, like 50-ish. T1 strength, which adds a lot of life. This pair of boots has like 115 life, and of course the T1 movement speed. So they're definitely worth a few exalts by the fact that they have a lot of life and 35 movement speed alone. But they could have been way better if we didn't slam regen, which sucks. We got this pair of boots here. This is elusive with T1 life. Unfortunately, 25 movement speed, but a good resistance, a crafted double resistance on a two-tone pair of boots, which also has the implicit for resistances. As you can see, over 100 resistances on this pair of boots with the T1 life, with the elusive, and we slammed ignite, which kind of ruined it, to be honest. I expect these boots to sell around 20x. These guys over here, 35 movement speed, T2 life, and of course just resistances, cold, lightning, and the implicit, and chance to dodge spell hits, which is quite good. And the armor and evasion just kind of came like that. I figured it wasn't worth it to try to annul these because they do have over 100 res, some good movement speed, 35, and some okay life. So about 7x should sell for around that much. Again, 35 movement speed, 70 or T2 life, hybrid life crafted, some resistances, and the chance to dodge spell hits. It also has chance to avoid bleeding and being poisoned, which is apparently quite good for some reason. So about 6x here. Elusive, T2 life, crafted movement speed, and just some resistances. We slammed the 21 strength. Unfortunately, these again could. This is another pair of boots that could have been worth a lot if we slammed like a really good resistance, or like a T1 int or something. Unfortunately, though, we actually ended up hitting 21 strength, so it adds a bit of life, but whatever. 6x there. These guys over here, T2 life, with 100 plus ES, with 25 movement speed, and the 48 lightning res with crafted double res. We also slam these and we hit the bleeding. You inflict deals damage faster, which is pretty yikes. So only 5 exalts. Another one that had a possibility of being worth a lot though. The 25 movement speed is going to hurt the value of these boots for sure. But they are hybrid. They're quite good with good ES, good life, and okay move speed with some decent res. So a few exalts is fine. These guys have elusive with a lot of res on here. 41 plus 46 plus 23 plus the implicit 24. So as you can see, 130 resistance on these guys with elusive, which is pretty sick. It's got some movement speed, as you can see by the craft, that goes up to 24%. Unfortunately, though, the last prefix is hybrid armor and evasion, which is absolutely worthless, meaning these boots do not have any life or ES. There is quite a few ZDPS builds or builds that could use a lot of resistances that may not need life and want elusive with decent move speed, so about 5x here. And then we get to the last two, which are the big boys alongside this one. These are the three that are worth a lot, or at least a little bit more. These guys are elusive with T1 movement speed, and some okay chaos res, or sorry, okay cold res with crafted double res, bringing it up to over 60 res with a movement speed. With a little bit of ES, it already had the 44 ES. We slammed the last suffix and we hit the rarity, which obviously is not very good. I expect these to sell more in the ballpark of 12 exalts, I think is what I said on stream. Nothing like 20, I don't think. These ones that we put up for 25, these are also 35 movement speed, elusive. These, though, have fire res and lightning res of both very good rolls, like over 40. It's got a 100 ES from the percent ES craft, and we slammed the last suffix, and what do you know, we got stun and block recovery, which again kind of ruins the pair of boots. That being said, they are both very good pair of boots. I expect these ones to sell more like 20x, and I expect these to sell about 12x. I expect the rest of them to sell mostly around their price points, except these I think I said 7, these I think I said 5. I think I said 5 on these, I think I said 20 on these, 5 on these, 5 on these, 4 on these maybe even. Anyways, I remember doing the math on stream, and from the initial investment of 63 exalts, it came out with the 6 exalts that we do have here and the 300 chaos that we did not get to spam because we ran out of bases and could not afford another base. The 63 exalts turned into 96. So we did make a profit of about 32 exalts. This whole thing was done all on stream. It took about 6 hours to do, if we take out the little breaks and whatnot. So 6 hours. So the total comes out to be, if, of course, in a world where all these pairs of boots are going to sell, which I think they will, especially given the fact that I'm underpricing a lot of them in my estimation. At the very least, we're looking at about a little over 5 exalts per hour chaos spamming. Now, is this a viable strategy for every single piece or category of items, say gloves, rings, armor pieces, etc., etc.? No. The fact is, fossils are better in most cases, but this test was ran on boots because I figured boots would actually be the best when it comes to this. And the next best thing, which we're probably going to do tomorrow, or at least next stream, is going to be chaos spamming 10,000 chaos into amulets. So if you're interested into seeing how that's going to go, you know, check out the stream. Links is going to be in the description. And honestly, I don't really want to make this video any longer than it has to be. So before I leave, I do want to say a huge thank you to my Patreons as always. So thank you to everybody on this list. Also thank you to all the YouTube subscribers, yeah, and the Twitch subscribers and whatnot. All of you guys that are supporting me, you guys are awesome. So a huge thank you to Caleb, Corey, Dave, Kevin, Morton, Daniil, General, Hunter, Joe. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Kacper, maybe? I thought it should be Casper. I'm sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that. kURTIS, Mathias, Michi, Pankaks, and Wex. You guys cheated the system, but that's okay. I still love you guys. You couldn't have known. And also, huge thank you to apzera, MrCoffee, Emil the Delver, and Super J. And special thanks again to Gasticus, KFish, MrCoffee, and Emil the Delver. You guys are the people making this possible. So I can't thank you guys enough. Otherwise, that's going to be Matthew signing out. If you want to be part of the people who do support me and have your name on my nice little document that I make on Paint, by the way, well, check out the Patreon. Link's going to be in the description. Otherwise, that's going to be Matthew signing out. just a little quick video about the results of chaos spamming 10,000 chaos on boots. Do I think it's worth it? Final verdict is yes. I think we also got very unlucky with the slams, as I said, so it could have been a lot better, but still quite decent, and the results are not so bad. That's going to be Matthew signing out. Until the next one. Peace.